Hello guys, welcome back. In this lecture, we will stimulate the feature of editing the user's personal detail using capybara spec. So here you can see that right now I am on the detail page of a member or a user. So and when I click on this pencil icon, you can see that what we can see that we can see a form open in the bootstrap model, okay, where we can update the user's personal information like its first name, last name, city, state, country, pin code, profile title using by providing the values here, okay, and we will write spec to stimulate all these things, okay. And here we will also learn one more concept of using XPath in Capybara. So let's start for this lecture. Since we already know that only signed in user can edit their details, so we need to create a new feature spec that will be responsible for stimulating all edit operation for users like editing personal details, editing about text, and editing account information and so on. Okay, so switch to the terminal and generate a new feature spec. So switch to the terminal here and open the new terminal tab, and here what you need to do, rails grspec and then feature, okay, and then provide your spec name, let's say user settings, okay. However, if you wish, you can write these specs within existing examples as well, but I'm creating a new spec file because just want to keep the separation between the concerns, between the features, like what we are doing here, that we will allow users to edit their details about text and account information and so on, okay. So that's why we are naming this feature spec as user settings, okay. And now open the newly generated spec. So switch to the project directory and into the specs directory, open the features and then open this user settings spec, okay. So here first you need to remove this pending example line, okay, and then we will add our own describe block here, okay. So what we can do, describe and then user settings, do and this describe block, okay. And now within this describe block, we first need to create a before each block, okay. Before each do, and why this before, because first we will create a user and then we will sign in that user, okay. So at that user equal to create user, okay, and then sign in at that user, and then we will add a slip for 1 second, slip 1, okay. Now we need to define the example for editing the user personal details, okay. So within this describe block after the before each, what we need to do, it should allow users to edit their personal information, it should allow users to edit their personal information, okay, and then do and end this example. Now within this example, first we need to allow users to sign in into the system, and we already did that in the before is block. Now we need to visit the user profile path, okay. So here you can see on the browser that what the path we need to use, member slash user id, okay, and we have at the rate user defined here, so we need to use visit slash member and then slash at the rate user id. So we need to interpolate this string here, so at the rate user dot id, okay. And after this, let's add a slip for 2 second, slip 2, okay, and save it. Now we need to expect a few things like user attributes text to be present on the browser, okay. So after this slip statement, what we need to do, expect page dot to, page dot to, and then have text, okay. And here you can copy this statement and then paste it for user dot name, profile title, address, about, and user dot about, okay. And here what we need to do, at the rate user dot name, user dot address, similarly user dot profile title, and then text about and @user dot about. Okay, save it. Now we need to use the XPath because on the member details page you can see that we have two links with pencil icon. Let me show you. So here on the show page you can see that we have these two links. Okay, and we will identify these links using XPath. Okay, but if you inspect these elements you can see that this link has no class other than this bi pencil fill, and this link is also do not have any class rather than this class. Okay, so first we need to add some custom classes to these links. So first go to the project directory and open the app views members directory, and here in the member personal detail, here you can see what we have: edit member personal details. So we can add a class here, let's say class, and then edit profile. Okay, and we can add the similar class for editing the users about attribute. So open the show.html, and here what we can do: class, and then edit about. Okay, save both the partial and template, and when you refresh the page now you will see a class here. Okay, so here you can see a class, edit about, and to this pencil icon you will see a class with name edit profile. Okay, now let's discuss about the XPath. Okay, so in Capybara, XPath or XML path language is a powerful query language that is used to locate elements on a web page. It allows you to specify the path to desired element based on its position, attributes, and relationships with other elements in the document. Okay, XPath expressions are written as a string and can be used in Capybara to find elements for interactions verification during the web page testing. Okay, so now let's use the XPath. So switch to the spec again. Okay, come into the user settings spec, and here what you need to do: find, and then XPath. Okay, and here what you need to do: a, I mean the link tag which contains @class. Okay, and then what your class name is, that is edit profile. Okay, so I mean I'm talking about this profile, this class. Here you can see edit profile, and you can also see this on browser as well. Here edit profile. Okay, and then we need to go through its I tag. Okay, so edit profile, and then after this array I, and here we need to again check that contains @class, which is bi pencil fill. Okay, bi pencil fill. Okay, and then you need to perform click event on it. Click. Okay, and now we need to add some slip statement for, let's say, about 5 seconds. Okay, because I'm just adding the sleep statement to take some time in the stimulation. So whenever the stimulator will click on the pencil icon, it will take some time and will show the bootstrap model properly. Okay, and now we need to expect the text within the bootstrap model. So when you click on this model you will see that what text we have: edit your personal detail. Okay, so we want to see this text, so we can expect it. So expect page dot to have text, and here edit your personal details. Okay, and now let's fill the values in the edit form. I mean, let's say change the existing values with the new ones. Okay, so first we need to know the IDs of the attributes. So here if you inspect these elements you will see the IDs like, let's say, user first name, user last name, user city, user state, user country, user pin code, and user profile title. Okay, so what we can do, we can just copy this user first name and fill in user first name with some option, that is, let's say, marks. Okay, and now copy this line, paste it for last name, city, state, country, pin code, and profile title. Okay, and here change the last name, user last name, and now Marks Anderson. Okay, and then city user city, let's make it city, let's say Indore. Okay, and then user state, make it let's say Madhya Pradesh. Okay, and then user country, and provide its value India. So user country is India. Okay, and then user profile pin code is, let's say, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay, and then user last name, user profile title, and make it advanced Java developer or advanced Ruby on Rails developer. Okay, and save it. Now add sleep for 2 seconds because we want to take some time. Sleep 2, and then now we need to click this form button. Okay, that is save changes. Okay, so what we can do, click button save changes, click button save changes. Okay, and once the information has been saved, I mean when your stimulator submit the form, we need to check whether we are on the current path or not. And also, since we saved the updated information, we need to verify whether updated information placed on the browser or not. Okay, so first expect the current path, so expect page dot to have current path. Okay, and the current path is member slash user id. Okay, so just copy this member slash user id, and then we need to check for the updated information. Okay, so expect page dot to have text. Okay, and now since we are displaying the username here, so what we need to see as Marks Anderson. Okay, so Marks Anderson, and then same expect page dot have text. This is for users profile title. Okay, so advanced, sorry, you can do this and copy this text, advanced Ruby on Rails developer. Copy this and paste it here. And now we need to check for its country text. Okay, and since sorry, address text. So what address, how we are forming the address, it's a city comma state comma country comma pin code. Okay, and you can see this in the user.rb. So here you can see that in the user.rb what we did for the address, city comma state comma country comma pin code. Okay, so now we need to verify it, like let's say first Indore comma Madhya Pradesh comma India comma this 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 0. Okay, paste it and save it. Okay, and you, if you wish, you can add some slip here as well. Let's say let's add the slip, so slip 5. Okay, and that's it. Now since our spec is ready to, we need to test it. So first go to the save the spec file and go to the terminal. Okay, so I saved it and now I'm switching to the terminal, and here what we need to do, bundle exec rspec spec features user settings. Okay, and if you run this spec, now you will see that stimulator will open this spec in the browser. So here you can see that this is now okay. So there is some error, so let me see what error we have. Okay, so there is a typo mistake here. You can say I write a contains, so I need to fix this contains spelling here. So let's fix this. Okay, and now you run this spec again. So run this spec now, and now this time you will see that it, the spec will work. Okay, and it will open the bootstrap model, and now it will fill the new values instead of existing values. Okay, and when the form gets submitted, here you can see Marks Anderson, advanced Ruby on Rails developer, Indore, Madhya Pradesh, India, and this is the pin code. And now our spec is working fine. Okay, so you can see that the stimulator has run the spec on the browser, and this is what we wanted to achieve through our spec. Now we have one more spec similar to this. Okay, so for example, here you can see that what we stimulated right now, that we stimulated this edit personal detail feature. Okay, and since this is the same feature like stimulating the edit about attribute, so you can try this at your. Okay, and I'm leaving this for you. Okay, so that's all from this lecture. Here we learn how to stimulate forms for editing the records, and we also learn how to find the page elements using XPath. Okay, so try this lecture at your end, and we will meet into another lecture. Till then, tata, goodbye, take care, and stay safe.